Did you jump it over, or did you just move that in front of the camera?
That's a countdown. That's a charge. That's an offensive penalty easily.
We're so back. We're so bad.
Offensive foul.
I did the countdown, but forgot to hit the go live button. So we did the countdown, but nobody saw that. Anyway, all right. Well, we're back. We're back.
The countdown popped up.
Yeah, it popped up.
Oh, it did. Okay, because I didn't hit go live, so I don't know.
We're live. 30 seconds.
Are we live?
We are live. I just saw Ohtani was at the plate. I don't know what happened, but it's 2-1 Blue Jays right now.
Go Jays.
Are you sure we're live? I don't see the timer.
I see it in the top left corner. 45.
Yeah.
46.
I see it now. 47. Amateur hour.
Yeah, we're live. Ham's lagging out already.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got Ray's LBJS cards. What's up? Shelby says hi. He commented on my video today. Yep. We're here.
We need ripping list here.
Hello.
We're late. That's my bad. We're late.
Beat you to it this week, Ham.
Kevin Hawthorne, what's up? MGFS Sports Cards, what's going on? Buster Chestnut.
Have we ever actually been on time?
And Alex. Huh?
Have we ever actually been on time?
This year?
We've
We've
all been on time, ready to go live on time, but we haven't necessarily always clicked the button on time.
Yeah, that's true. I joined the stream at 8:58, so I didn't give a lot of time for. And then I think Steve was trying to get the button to work.
The link. You sent a faulty link, but I figured it out.
Yeah, that everybody else got into except for you. Oh man! Hola, the
content creators only link.
Brad Noble, what's up?
How you doing, Brad?
Old Brad Noble.
So Brad comments that it doesn't have a paperclip on it, which means he's not watching from my channel.
He's actually watching from mine.
You see what happens once you win the giveaway, you go astray.
No, it's because he's always calling me out for. He was calling me out for not saying hey to him, and now we're best buds. We hung out.
Speaking of that, because I don't get many comments on my live stream from this, like once it ends, I won't get any feedbacks after the fact, many comments. So I like every now and then go to you guys' comments to see what people are saying about our live stream. And let me just say, nobody in my comments are as soft and pansy as the people that view you guys' channels that say that I'm too passionate. I'm just going to talk monotone like a robot. I'm too passionate and I talk too much most of the time. You guys got a bunch of soft viewers, and I'm glad that they don't comment on my comment stream. So there you go.
Oh, I just blocked all the really unhappy viewers that always come into the comment section with unhappiness. I just get rid of them.
Then they come to my channel and then they're like, "What? That Dustin guy blocked me. What a piece of shit."
Well, they're not. They don't say like really bad things. They just say,
they do to me.
Steve's just too passionate to have a conversation with. So am I not supposed to be passionate about what we talk about?
Yeah, I do.
They'll
be okay. They'll get over it.
I kind of like to block people just to see them talking smack about me on another channel. It's kind of fun.
I have to go to another channel just to see people talk about me. That's how sad the state of my channel has become.
Ben Burrows is Neo and I should thank Ben each time that we're on because he feeds us the stories that end up feeding our videos a lot of times. So thank you to Ben. Good to see you. Here for the comics, not the cards. Interesting. I've actually got my eyeball on a couple of comics on the new Hakes auction that is going to end in November. Shout out to Hakes. And they got some goodies. I love the fact that vintage comic books are just trash now. They're trash.
Yeah,
everybody's doing Pokemon cards. Nobody cares about any of the Silver Age stuff. Nobody cares about that stuff. And I'm not saying it's a bargain, but compared to some of the sports card prices and Pokemon stuff, it's actually fairly reasonable. So I've got my eye on some of that.
So at some point, do you think comic books gets bumped as a collectible and we start seeing these keys again, all just recycle back to the top?
I think
everybody's just looking for assets at this point again, and they're just.
I think it really. So here's the problem. I've been buying and selling comic books since I got back in 2018. Part of the issue was there was a lot of spec around new movies and new shows. everything turned into a key on the comic book side. All these minor keys and everything was like, oh, it's a minor.
Everybody's first appearance.
Yeah, it's like, oh, first appearance of Dazzler. Look out. I think Taylor Swift might be playing Dazzler. So you had a bunch of kind of, that's the equivalent of, whatever, buying Zion cards or prospects or whatever and then getting smoked. That's
hey, don't be bad-mouthing Zion. He's doing very well.
So
he's hurt again already.
And on the comic book tip, and to partially close out one of the stories I told last week, I had a Halloween party last night. You guys might have saw on Facebook. I posted some pictures.
I liked
a big Halloween party at the house. So I redid all the home decoration downstairs to make it look like the inside of a vampire castle. So it was very gothic and stuff. We bought tapestries that covered the entire walls. It was pretty crazy. But so I had lots of packages coming in the mail from Amazon all week. And I get a package. I'm expecting a package from Amazon. It comes on my steps. I come in, cut it open, expecting to get a piece of decoration, some decor, and it was one of my CGC slabs back from the Comic-Con already. So, Nia, we did the Comic-Con on October 9th.
Yeah.
I dropped those cards off on October 9th at the Comic-Con in person, and I got back my Tim Burton autographed slab, graded and authenticated by JSA already from CGC, and we're October 29th. So, and I got it like 3 days ago. So dropped off on the 9th, delivered to me on the 26th. Now, remember, in that story, I had no idea what my submission levels were because I was asking people, what am I getting for what I'm paying for? That was like the big part of the story. I still don't know what I paid for. All I know is that I paid like the $45 fee. And that's how fast I got that one back. Now, the crossover I haven't gotten back yet, the Stephen King autograph, because I was in an SGC slab. So the crossover service must be taking longer. But anyway, that card got back to me in less than 20 days. Now, mind you, I did drop it off directly with CGC at the Comic-Con, though, so I didn't have to mail it in myself. But that was really fast, I thought. I was surprised when I got it. I didn't slow roll it or anything. Like I didn't film it. I didn't slow roll it. I just opened the box and pulled the lid off. I was like, what is this? And I looked, and I was completely caught off guard. I was like, oh, crap, it's my card. So that was pretty cool.
So you're saying CGC graded it faster than you got a video up about going to New York Comic Con?
Yeah. That was pretty fast.
All right, hold on. Let's there's a question that Jay's got. I'm going to share screen here. And I caught this, and I guess I'm not following this card enough. Maybe Neo can chime in on this, but we had a very strong, the force is still strong. Collectibles on SI reports, this was reported everywhere. A PSA 10 1977 Star Wars Luke Skywalker rookie card, ? 268 Gs. I think this is a pop 9.
If I remember, not very many of these in a PSA 10.
Not even 2 handfuls.
Man, 268 grand. What was the previous high on this card? I'm going to see if I can mark it.
It's a decent article. I bet it says in the article.
I bet they screwed it up. I bet they screwed it up and they didn't have it. Hold on.
I bet you if you clicked on the collect one from Ben Burrows, it probably says.
Ben, did you have something on this too? What the hell?
I don't know if Ben did or not.
Well, I'm just, what's the pop count on that, Neo?
9. It's a 9. There's 9 of them.
9? Okay.
And a PSA 10 anyway.
And a 10, yeah.
Ben Burrows says it was like 70K.
70K. I'm trying to find your article. Yeah. Okay. All right, Ben, we'll take your word for it. 70 grand up to 268. But I guess there probably hasn't been one that's sold in a while.
Yep. Now you're catching flack. Justifiably so.
So if there's only 9 of them, I mean, unless that's somewhat freshly graded and somebody graded it to sell, I'm going to guess the 9 are in personal collections. They probably don't come out.
Yeah. So correct. Neo, was this your buying group, Neo, that pulled together 268?
Yeah, I sold off a couple Pokemon boxes and went in on that. Just
sold a couple of booster boxes and just bought.
Beat out Mr. Wonderful.
Reach back to the stash and sold some. Actually, just did
Neo's the 4th buyer of the Wondershine Index that they don't talk about. He's a silent. He's a silent
shadow partner,
silent investor. Yeah,
no, I actually just sold off like 5K Pokemon.
And just a quick question.
Yeah.
Hey, just a quick question for us, for the people in the chat. That Star Wars card that we just showed. So it's not by any means is that card rare, right? That's just a card that's rarity by grade. The PSA 10 is what makes it special. That's an opinion, of course. So I'm just wondering. So and this is why I'm asking this question, because I know Neo has that. What would you prefer? Now, take away monetary value, because the card that Neo had in his hand did not cost $260,000, right?
Yeah.
I
take Neo's copy.
Other than not monetary value, I mean, which card is cooler? That card in a PSA 10, because PSA 10 adds a rarity factor to it, but the card itself isn't rare, or having it autoed?
I like especially for cards that are common like that. I really like the autograph versions, and that's on the sports card side too. Even if they are plentiful, even if Ken Griffey Jr. signed a ton of whatever 89 Fleer, Upper Deck, whatever, I still think it's damn cool to have like that added in-person auto on it. I like it.
The actual there's not a ton of the 77 tops in a autograph either. I mean, there you can find one, but it's not like there's not thousands of them.
Yeah, I've heard Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill does signings, but I've heard him recently say that like he actually called out basically like resellers or scalpers. Like he likes selling for collector, or he likes signing for collectors. But I think he's starting to see what the cost is on the secondary market, and
the value of his signature on the secondary market.
I actually bid on a second copy of one of these. Was on Fanatics Collect a couple of months ago. That had an inscription, "May the Force be with you," but it went.
I saw that
way
one
too high.
No.
But that's so funny. That's the ultimate. The inscription is the added piece.
I know, but it went for like $8,000 or something crazy.
What does he charge for his autograph?
It's gone up
$500.
Yeah, it's gone up $500 or $600.
There's 86 of these.
But still, I mean, that's still fair. Figuring on the secondary market, if you have that 77 top signed by him and you pay $500. Now, does he charge differently depending on what item he's signing?
I think it's $500 to get a card signed.
Okay, so like a flat item's $500.
They actually consider cards like a premium item in a lot of cases.
Okay,
because they know it's going to sell for more. Basically,
they've smartened up to it. Yeah,
they're not stupid.
Neo, what is your next comic grail goal?
Maybe an AF-15.
AF-15. That's the biggie. Well, one of the biggies for sure.
I mean, that's the biggest Marvel book that there is.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Mighty has a signed AF-15 by Stan Lee, and I think that is just. I know Stan Lee signed a lot, but to have a signed AF-15 is insane. All right,
I think I'm gonna.
This might be a.
I think I'm gonna start slowly divesting Pokemon to start building up the bankroll to make a run at a.
Now, this might be a stupid question. Who did Stan Lee do the artwork for AF-15?
No, he's not the cover artist, I don't think. I could be wrong on that.
Was Jack Kirby involved in that one at all also?
No, he did mostly Fantastic Four stuff.
I feel like when we talk about the Marvel universe, we talk about Stan Lee a lot, and nobody ever talks about Jack Kirby that much. And I feel like he was almost a huge big part of Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee wrote it. He's the writer for AF-15. Ditko is the artist. Yeah, you threw me off there. I'm like, Stan Lee, he wrote the book. Yeah. He was one of the early writers. But you know what's crazy is I
think Kirby might be the cover and Ditko's the interior on AF-15. I'm not a big huge Spider-Man guy. So
I was watching a doc on Stan Lee, and he moved off of writing that book like pretty quickly into, I think, like Amazing Spider-Man's run. Like he started to, because he was doing appearances and doing all sorts of other things. Really interesting.
All right, boys, let's touch on the fantasy football league real quick. I was going over this
quick for me. I'm losing.
I was going over the standings, and because I'm on a bit of a winning streak, guys. We're coming back, boys. In the comments, we're firing back, and I look and I see. I think Dustin's in last.
Did you skip over that Brad Noble question, or were you going to circle back to that?
I was going to circle back. I was looking at a few different things. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, I don't really have much to say. I drafted too many New Orleans Saints, and it turns out, after all, that they're not good on offense. We're averaging 16 points a game. I think that's probably dead last in the NFL. Just made a QB change. Kamara hasn't been himself. Shahid has had spurts, and then Alave, who I don't have on my team,
he's on my team. He's doing just fine.
He's been okay. I mean, over the last couple of weeks, he's been all right. But
he's my flex, man. He gets PPR points like crazy.
Anyway, so it's the last year of me drafting Kamara. I'm finally giving up on him. We got to move on. So yeah, we're moving on.
The Saints organization has said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints are the trade deadline. I think they probably said like the entire roster is up for grabs.
But he refused the trade deal.
He's refusing to go.
Refusing to go. They're trying to ship him.
Well, I don't know why he's refusing to go.
I think Kamara. They're going to keep Kamara. I don't think it's Kamara, but I think they're looking at everybody else. So.
He would have been an easy move to the Chiefs, especially now with Pacheco with his knee sprain. Not knowing how bad that is, but still, I think
yourself another first rounder.
He exercises no trade clause. He wants to stay in the city he loves and lose.
I think that also here's the thing: when a player, and I love Kamara, when a player says they'd rather be on they'll be on the beach, like they're going to retire if they're not playing in the city. It kind of tells me though that the fire is gone. Because if you're really competitive and the team's 1-7 or whatever we are, it's like if the Chiefs come calling or a contender comes calling for you, wouldn't you say let's listen to the offer, let's see what it is. If you're
trying to win a ring,
if you're trying to win a ring, like the competitor, that's the part that kind of makes me. And I think Shahid said the same thing. So then I'm like, okay, we just got a bunch of guys on the roster that are just collecting a paycheck.
They don't care about winning.
Just like on your fantasy team, man. They're just taking up bench roster spots and collecting a paycheck, man.
I missed it. I missed it this year. I missed it. I was a playoff team last year, and this year, Malik Neighbors went down, and I just don't have any depth.
I've lost Bucky Irvin for a long time now, but my team has caught fire. Rasheed Rice is back, firing on all cylinders. I think I got Neo this week.
All right. I think we've covered that. Steve's on a roll. Moving on. What do you all think needs to happen to other grading companies for them to challenge PSA? I know what Neo thinks of because of his video, and saw Spitball and did one too. Ham, what do you think needs to happen for other grading companies to be getting to challenge PSA?
They need to speed up grading. They need to advertise. They need to put themselves out there continually. Obviously, Beckett kind of throwing the jab at PSA about the upcharges. That's a big deal. But what do they have to back that up right now? They don't have any good standing with the rest of the hobby because of basically business operations more than anything. Neo's review of that basically stated that everybody likes subgrades still. And again, we always pitch that with Tag. Tag has done nothing with sports cards, so they're relevant to that situation. But we always like the subgrade. I've always said that if you go back to way back when we were talking. And I think they have the biggest upside. But right now with CGC really making the run with the numbers they have some control too. And I think they have a better spot to advertise and push, but nobody's doing it. And I think the idea of maybe they don't even want to attempt to be that big because they can't handle it if they tried. I think, Neo, didn't you say something? If they even turn the floodgates on, they'd get so backed up immediately, they'd pretty much be regretting their situation.
They all would be. None of the grading companies can handle.
That's the problem. Nobody can scale right now.
Well,
spoilers for the Friday video. CGC's numbers are smoke and mirrors anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they have I was going to say something along those lines, but I'm not going to. I mean, I'm a PSA partner. My channel is partnered with PSA, but I will say that I think that PSA right now, the big thing is the turnaround time. And I think that PSA over the last 12 months has done a lot to bring cards in, like as far as all the different avenues, where it's GameStop or where, like all the different places that are sending cards to them, they've opened that up. The part that's lagged a little bit is being able to handle that flow coming in. They've done okay with that, but I think they're working on tightening all that up. Honestly, if PSA gets to a point where they're turning around within 60 days, 60 to 90, and you can count on that, and it doesn't go beyond 90 for bulk, I don't see why why would you send it anywhere else? Unless it's a PC item, unless you like the case, and I like BGS slabs. I like CGC slabs too. But if we're talking about for reselling, which is a lot of the industry right now, frankly, I think that there's collectors, but I mean, a lot of this is flipping and reselling and repacks. And I mean, that's most of the industry right now. So I think if we're thinking along those lines, then it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, I have some stuff I want to send to PSA strictly to grade to resell type deal, just because I'm going to get the best money out of it. But I'm really waiting for the Florida location to open up, because if I can get my cards directly to them when that first opens, the turnaround time is going to be tremendous.
Spoilers: Florida's been open for a month.
I know, but right now there's not a thing for me to send it directly to the Florida location.
Oh, I don't
When
think they'll
pulled it
ever
up-
have that.
Well, I was told by somebody locally that they will probably by December.
For drop
Florida
off or to
people.
mail directly to them?
To mail directly to them from Florida in Florida. Like, it'll pull up your account, know that you're in Florida. It'll give you the Florida mailbox to ship to.
Yeah, they've never done that with Jersey, so I'd be surprised if they rolled that out to Florida that fast.
Here's the thing, though. I think that all 4 major grading companies are having success in their own way. You know,
Three major grading companies.
Who's not? Oh, you're saying SGC is not a major grading company? Okay, fair.
I mean,
Whatever.
In Collectors Universe's own words, they're not.
Okay. Well, Beckett, CGC, and PSA, I mean, they're probably pretty happy right now. You know,
nobody's just the realistic thing is nobody's going to challenge PSA. I know you guys can say, well, if we find a grading company that can have really good turnaround times, it doesn't really matter what your turnaround time is if you have no reputation. If you have nobody, if no one grades, like if I popped up a grading company in my backyard today and said, man, I'll have your cards back to you in a week, people still aren't going to send me their cards because they don't trust me to grade them.
Dave.
No, I'm saying, so, I mean, there's more to it than just people getting their stuff back quickly. People don't want their stuff back quickly if you're not adding value to it. That's just plain and simple, unless you specifically are targeting collectors. Like, I took cards to CGC because they were my PC cards. So you have to have something to offer the collector. I think CGC has a great slab. That's why I went with those 2 cards that I dropped off at Comic-Con, because I don't plan on reselling them. But anybody that's in this for basically increasing the value of a card or looking to make a card, add liquidity to a card or something like that, it'll be PSA. And the only thing that'll change that will be a hobby reset. And what I mean by hobby reset, I mean a majority of the people that are currently in the hobby now being out, and a whole new brand new face of people coming in, like a neuralizer from. I went and grabbed this off my thing.
Ooh.
So you have to completely neuralize the hobby at this point. To anybody who came in from 2020 to now, lots of people that were new because they were brainwashed that PSA was the best. That's what was pushed in their face. SGC had a chance and they fell flat on their face. Beckett has been nowhere to be found. So there's not really anything for ultra modern people who came in 2020, people looking to flip cards, including myself. I like the other grading companies, but if I'm flipping cards, I'm sending them to PSA. I don't care if they take a week or if they take 3 months. It's just, and Steve, at one time,
if you're going to send something to PSA, you're still going through GameStop?
Yes. And the one time that I did send to SGC because their turnaround times were better, it really didn't pay off for me. I still sold the cards. I still made profit on them. I thought getting them back quicker would help me beat them people to market, but it wasn't enough to really make it worth my while. So, and because they were a lot harder to sell. The CGC slabs, SGC slabs, I'm sorry, people just didn't really want them on the ultra modern. So, you know, is there ways that grading companies can make themselves better? Yes. And you turnaround times, infrastructure, workforce, reliability, things like that. But will they rival PSA? They just won't. PSA is just too far ahead and too embedded into people's head that they're the best, and there's nothing that's going to change.
Do you think PSA is trying too hard by putting their label on every single graded version of the hobby?
What do you mean? Do you say trying too hard, Ham?
Yeah, they're just slapping PSA on anything and grading it and just being like, "Yeah, we're the king." Comics is an example. Video games.
I mean, I don't know.
Labels.
I mean, I don't know. And again, as far as their reputation goes, graders, it's kind of irrelevant. Like I could say, I think They don't grade half the cards they look at. There's no way. They grade too quickly. They're doing millions of cards a day or a million cards a day or whatever their numbers are. I don't know, but it's a ridiculous number for the infrastructure and workplace that's our workforce that's in place to pump those cards out that quickly. I mean, how thoroughly are they actually looking at a card? I know I resubmit cards all the time and get different grades all the time, and that's because it's a third party subjective opinion. But you know, how much actual studying or looking into of a card goes into that opinion. It really doesn't matter. And I know you say things like grader's notes, which sound great, but those are going to add to your turnaround times, which you're trying to cut, right? We're not going to be able to have our cake and eat it too, because then you need to hire more people, which is then going to cause prices of grading to go up. So prices aren't going to come down. Turnaround times aren't going to come down, even if you're getting an extra service. And at the end of the day, all people care about is seeing the 10 up in the corner. When they're looking to buy and sell and flip an ultra modern card, they don't care about grader's notes. They don't care why my card got a 9 and not a 10. They only care that it's a 9 and now I can't sell it for a premium. That's all they care about. Because, you know, so again, I mean, I just think it's kind of at this point, it's kind of we're too deep into the PSA monster that it's just
Steve's
I grade with who I like for myself, grade with PSA to make money. And it's not about being defeated, because I'll just go with whichever service is best for me to go with at that time.
Yeah. Whatever the market's demanding.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not using PSA because of all the things I just said. That would be stupid for me and from a business standpoint.
Everybody is. All right. So let's go
for a YouTube thumbnail. They're going to have a absolutely insane month of October for grading number wise.
Yeah.
Oh, PSA.
Yeah. Be absolutely huge.
We got the the AI thumbnails fired up for the 2 million cards or something. It's probably what it'll be. All right. So
probably going to flirt with 2 million, I think.
Yeah. I've heard some things. All right. Jim in Florida, didn't the CEO of Upper Deck say the whole sports card industry is being held up by basically the whales, the top 10% of the people, kind of like the economy? I mentioned that in today's video too. And I hadn't even seen the CEO of Upper Deck's thing. I hadn't read it, but I totally agree. It feels like two different hobbies to me. It feels like you've got the high end, the whales, and then you kind of have everybody else. And it just, I don't know. It's a weird kind of, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's you have, but what do you guys think about this? Do you think that the top 10% of the money, the spenders, make up 90% or whatever? You know, do they make up 60% of the money being spent, the whales, or do you think it's spread out pretty nicely?
I've heard a lot, like from the breaking side, I've heard that a lot of the whales carry the breaks in a lot of cases.
I've heard that too.
Buying a ton of this, like 10% of the people are buying like 90% of the breaks. Maybe not 90%. You know what I mean? Like the whales carry it. So
now,
in
Steve,
that side of it, for sure.
Steve, you said that's not really the case at a casino, though. Not necessarily, right? It's not like, yeah, you have the whales, but they're not necessarily carrying casinos.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. And I would say right now, actually, casino drop is up. So I heard somebody talking about, I saw a comment earlier about the ages of 25 to 35. There was a Chipotle. Someone was talking about a Chipotle, like the restaurant or Chipotle grill, something about their numbers and talking about the ages of 25 to 35. There's not going to be as much disposable income to spend on cards, something along those lines. I can't find the comment now, but anyway,
everybody's not going to have a job soon.
I think those age groups have been pulled back for a while. I do think the sale of big, rare, high-end items is really what's propping up the hobby right now, besides breaking and wax. We haven't talked about repacks lately, but they're part of the breaking system now. You don't really have to differentiate between the two. They're kind of one and the same. And
they're starting to struggle a little bit from what I've heard on my end with what they're trying to buy and what's available now. It's like the market's kind of drying up because there's so many of them and everybody's looking everywhere. Right.
Look, all I can do is tell you what I can tell you that I'm doing personally. It's all I've ever really done with myself is be completely transparent. Is I'm not buying and selling sports cards right now. That's why you're not seeing a lot of videos come out from me. I don't have a lot of buying and selling sports cards to show or talk about. Am I putting my money in other avenues to try to make money or to try to have my money work for itself? Yes, I am. Am I in none of this is financial advice, but am I in the S&P 500? Yes. I just opened another Roth IRA account, for my retirement to go along with what I already have through my 401k and things like that. I'm taking my money.
Huh?
How
many Roths do you have?
I opened one for my wife and one for myself.
Oh, okay.
You can only have one.
You can have more than one. You can only spend up to the maximum, even combined.
Yeah, you can put $7,000 in a year.
Yeah,
so
for me, you could do 3,500 in each one if you wanted to.
Right. You can put $7,000 within an account in a year, though. You can divide it up, yes. But what I'm so right now in relationship to sports cards, and I've told this to a lot of younger people that are in the sports card flip game, talking to them almost like a lot of times when I'm the oldest person in the group, and I'm like, look, have a plan. I don't know if you're going to be able to flip cards forever, but for me right now, which I did, $7,000 disposable income. If I had $7,000 disposable income, would I rather go buy raw cards to grade, to flip, to make a quick buck on that right now? Maybe between 2020 and 2023, I would have. Mm-hmm. But right now, if that money for me, I feel is best suited in a Roth account. You know what I mean? I have money in crypto, which is very volatile, very dangerous. Don't put a lot of money in crypto if you don't know anything about it. But what I'm saying is, for me right now, I think that sports card opportunity to make money, because somebody also asked this question earlier, is anybody actually making money in this hobby? There are people that are doing it, but not as many. If I'm relating people to myself, not as many. And right now, for me, I believe there's better uses that I can do with my disposable income than sports cards, unless I find a collectible that I want. If there's a collectible that I want, then hey, take my disposable income and buy it for myself as a collectible. But if I'm trying to make money right now, for me, it's not in flipping cards. I would rather put it into some sort of an account that's going to make money for me, or put it into other avenues of investing.
Yeah, this last show, everybody that I saw buying big cards were people that I know are whales. They walk around with 10 to 20K at a show on them, knowing that someone will say, hey, I want 6,500 for this. And they'll say, what's your cash offer if I give you cash? And then they'll be like 5,500. And that's what they'll do, because everybody's trying to get around taxes and stuff like that. And, I saw a guy the other day at the show. I didn't videotape the card, but I keep some of that stuff private. That's their business. But, he bought it, and literally 30 minutes later made $2,000 selling that card to some dude. Just like, I'm putting this card away. Like, he's just one of those guys that gets these cards. He sees its value now, and he thinks it has value later, and he's got the money to spend.
I got Poor Man's Investing here with a comment. Go with the name figure. Poor Man's Investing. Boo to a Roth and a 401k. Never let the powers that be manage your money. Here's the thing about a 401k. You can say boo to this all you want. You boo this, you're just an idiot. My company gives me a nice match on what I put into my 401k. So I'm not going to be an idiot and not have a 401k, which is free money.
Yeah.
401k is free money from my company.
And then
so
the tax advantages.
All you want.
And then the tax advantages that come with the 401k.
Yeah. And with the Roth, the tax advantages.
Massive tax with the Roth.
Massive taxes. So go ahead, do what you want, pay all your taxes. Don't get free money from your company. Boo those types of systems. Those are actually the only two accounts that I would say people should have. But you're a poor man's investing. You know what you're talking about. I don't. I'm not a poor man investor.
To answer David Meyer here, how many people actually make money in this hobby? I think that I think the established dealers do really well. I mean, we know some of them, but it's taken, just like with any business, it takes time. I think that there's a lot of people, especially, and the thing that kind of bothers me, and I think it bothers Steve and some of these guys too, is when you have kind of social media showing it as, easy, quick money. And when you're 20 years old, I was 20 years old once, and I remember trying to make easy, quick money, because everybody that's, 18 to 25, you're trying to figure out how can I make quick money. But the real truth of it is that there was some quick money to be made in 2020, 2021, but it was never supposed to last, and it didn't last. You saw how it was. You had like a 12 to 18 month burst where there was some easy money to make, and then the kind of the usual things that happen in business happen, and you have to be prepared for that. And a lot of people are gone from this hobby because of it, but there's a lot of longtime dealers that are doing really well and just kind of planned around that, and didn't go and buy a Lambo when they made their 2021 money, and they reinvested it in their store and their inventory and their business and stuff, and they're doing really well. So I think there's a lot of people that do well in this space, but it's not a get rich quick scheme. I don't believe that to be the case anyway. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Matters your angle. It matters how much capital you have to play with.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you had enough money to be like, hey, I'm going to start a repack of my own, say like Brian Gray recently did, right? And he had lots of money to front that. If you have the front money to come up with something that is in high demand that people are going to pay for, like a repack, whether you agree with repacks or not, there in the comments. And you guys, the majority of you guys don't like them, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is if you had that much money to put up front to buy inventory, to start, the whole process, your payroll, basic business expenses, then yeah, that you can still get into this and make money. But you also, I just don't know if anybody could do it. I don't know if you have to have some sort of reputation or not. I don't mess with platforms like Whatnot or anything at all. So I don't even know what goes on those platforms unless I see something in somebody's YouTube video. So again, I can't even tell you how easy it is to go on like a Whatnot live stream and start making money for yourself, to be honest. And Poor Man's Investing, I'd like to talk to you, but I have a hard time taking anybody seriously that starts a sentence with haha. So
Spicy Steve.
Spicy Steve. He just played a vampire.
No, I don't. I like having
there.
discussion when we don't claim to know it all about things. Like I said, I'm completely transparent. I don't know it all about investing, but I don't like it when people come to comments and do pretend to know it all. They wouldn't be watching our live stream if they did.
Yeah, to answer Brad Noble's question earlier, Crazy Kev said he had door-to-door in 6 weeks from GameStop grading for PSA.
Recently?
Yeah.
For bulk? Okay. Well, there you go.
He might have said 10 cards. I don't know how many cards he sent in.
Maybe that's an angle is GameStop.
Oh, yeah, GameStop. I haven't submitted with them in a while, but I always, my last 3 or 4 submissions went through GameStop, and I always felt like I know someone else that submits that I speak with on Instagram quite a bit. We would submit around the same time. I'd always get my cards back sooner. I'd always be like, I don't know. I feel like maybe GameStop gets a VIP treatment. They are in business, I guess, with Collectors Universe.
Mr. President does know it all. So
Yeah,
I can argue with him.
Whales aren't buying blasters, Ben said. I went to his Walmart. No, it was at Target, and there was a lot of sports cards on the shelf. The Pokemon cards were gone, but there was quite a few sports cards. I talked about it in today's video. I want it to look like, here's the problem though. It's still too expensive. When it's $40, $50 for a blaster, $60 for whatever it is, I'm not saying it needs to be $1 a pack like it was in 1989, but it needs to be close to it. It needs. I
came this close to buying a blaster of Topps basketball at Walmart, and I was like, nothing in here. I'm gonna keep moving.
How much was it? I'm curious. So how much was it?
$24.99.
Okay. How many packs?
I don't know, like 8 or something.
Okay.
It's reasonable. That's reasonable. I was looking at. I would have bought a mega. I would have saw a mega box. Would have bought that.
Michael Rubin listened to my video, and he immediately got more product out to Walmart overnight.
My thing is when is this stuff? Because a lot of that stuff is sitting. You're right, and it's to the point that some of these people that stock the shelves don't have any more space to put all the new stuff out, so it doesn't go out. So I mean, obviously Pokemon does and it goes away, but the rest of the stuff kind of gets backlogged in the back of the store when they don't have enough shelf space that they're allowed to put out. So what's happening is at some point that stuff has to go on sale. At some point, that's just part of the market strategy.
Oh, time out real quick. I want to be a good sport. I took my shots at Poor Man's Investing. Now I want to be a good sport. He says I need content info here in the comments. He does have a channel, Poor Man's Investing on YouTube. It's right here. You guys can go check him out. Let us know what you think. I'll watch a video of his too, and I will subscribe if I like it. There you go. I'll be a good sport. You get a shout out on this live stream of a bunch of guys that don't know what they're talking about. There you go, man.
Yeah,
I'm a good sport too.
So gold at 4,000 an ounce. Did we miss the boat, or is that still going up?
I think
Any
it's
comments?
up until
Chat,
the
let us
government
know.
reclassifies gold for Fort Knox, and which will spike it again. That's our easiest way to get out of debt.
Well, yeah, the rest of the world is stockpiling gold and not necessarily our bonds. So that's
China owns the most gold in the world.
That's a little bit of a concern, but anyway, that's probably for another live stream. 50% or more of Americans have less than 25 grand saved in retirement accounts. Hope those cards provide a roof and food. Yeah, fair enough. I think it does actually go back though, just to the point of take care of your regular bills / retirement / family / Labubus for the people that are buying those. That there's like 5 stores in my mall that sell Labubus. It's crazy. But anyway, I think the main point is let cards be like 7th or 8th on the list, unless it's your business. Unless you're running it as a business. But
I only did this as a side hustle, so I can only imagine people that flip sports cards. I have the utmost respect for anybody who can successfully flip sports cards as their livelihood, because it's hard enough to do it as a part-time side hustle. So for me, saying buying and selling sports cards has not been that profitable for me. That's not me hating on everybody else out there that does this as a living. It's just a lot of the people that got into it during the rush and haven't experienced a lot of hard times. I just want them to if I had to give somebody a piece of advice as an older person that's been through a lot of stuff, just have something to share for your hard work at the end of the day, right? Don't, tuck something away for a rainy day I know that's cliche, but not everything needs to go back into your buying and your selling and your flipping. You make a big sale, tuck some of that away and then go forward with the rest of it. And I just don't think that's the mentality. I think it's full go red line for a lot of people.
And I think J-Cat makes a good point here. If you're not, it's 2025, take advantage of OF and make sure you've got an account, get creative and figure out what, whether it's pictures of your feed or whatever it's going to be. He makes a good point here. Make that cheddar, guys. OF, make that cheddar.
Yeah. I'm doing stop motion. It's a new picture every day.
Baseball also adds here, the SEP is for the self-employed retirement folks out there. And it's another great way to save on taxes and to save, essentially. So good point there from Dan.
Man, I'm completely out of the loop. What the hell does OF mean? Outfield?
Only fans.
Oh, only fans. Okay. I don't know. I'm not on there.
You're on Fansly? Okay.
No, I didn't know what the heck he meant by OF, really. I'm
on one starts with a T now too.
Find a hobby that takes your mind off money. Sports cards is an option. Oops. That's classic.
Hey,
well, here's the thing: all the stuff that we've always enjoyed collecting growing up through our generation, especially, has so much monetary value to it. It's almost like you either had it, don't want to let it go. Should you let it go because it's just way overvalued in most cases? Because none of this stuff, a lot of the stuff is not rare. A lot of it isn't, but it's highly valued. So what do you do? Like right now, these people that have the Shohei Ohtani cards, should you be selling? Because it's parabolic. I mean, it's straight parabolic. It can't sustain that. What it was, I saw the market, Shohei Ohtani rookie market's 19x Apple stock. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, there's no way that's sustainable. No way.
The thing is, but when whether or not someone should sell is always going to be relative or circumstantial to the individual.
Like if you had a Shohei card that was worth $2,000 and now it's worth $22,000, what do? Oh, it's going to keep going up. Oh, you better watch yourself on that. That's not realistic. The numbers aren't realistic right now.
Well, you were 40, 50.
I mean, yeah, but we can't see the future, Ham. Maybe Ohtani is the next Jordan. Maybe it's the whole.
But we all know this: the baseball season's going to end in less than a week, and everything's going to either go down or flatline because it's just what it does.
Well, I guess that's the whole question: is it going to flatline and then continue to rise, or is it going to flatline? Is it going to drop? Because if it's okay if it flatlines, it's just then if it continues to kind of creep up, that's what you want. You want it to kind of stable out. Yeah, you're in trouble if it just goes like this.
Yes.
Then eventually it's going to correct back down.
I'm trying to link
that's what it's hard
together
to run.
all of Bo Hallett's. They started at 9:48. Bo Hallett has a grouping of comments that keep coming in like 3 or 4 words at a time. So I'm trying to put them all together. I'm trying to put them all together into one thought. Let's see if we can get one thought out of this.
I'll come back to 9:42. Let me get up to 9:48.
I can start reading it off.
Hold on, I'm here. Hold on. 9:40. Who is it? Bo? I see
Bo
stock.
Hallett. He's got the Coliseum in his avatar. Okay, no, up to 9:48. Stocks. See, if you just saw stocks, you have no idea. You got to backtrack because we got to put this thought together.
Is this it?
Yeah. So
this is like a puzzle. It's like
ship's about to sink for 99% of cards. LOL. That's
okay.
Funny. That's funny, guys. and for Bitcoin, and housing.
And for housing.
So that's why it could be correct. Real estate, Bitcoin. Now, but now we just have stocks. Does it mean and stocks or stocks
but not stocks?
Or is good? Yeah, I need to know. Because
I think he's grouping them all into the negative downside.
Because there's no and here. Okay, and then now
gold and silver goes back up more.
Oh, here we go.
Now you're 40 or 50. I'm 49 and still can't afford it like you can't back then. I couldn't afford shit back then, but I'm pretty good right now. And then
it's about to crash.
It's the Da Vinci Code, which is fitting for the Coliseum avatar here.
Man,
I am curious also, Bo. Have you ever been to? Is that a picture you took while you were in Rome or anything?
That looks like a downloaded image.
That was quite the journey that we just all went on together.
That was great.
my brain
was something.
My brain hurts. Oh, he's not done because Mr. Wonderful is at the tip of top. We're in trouble. Oh, okay, because
so I'm going to say is that code for the president, Mr. Wonderful?
No. That's
Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary.
The Wonder Fund or whatever the hell.
I wish. I'm jealous.
I asked him if he had ever been to Rome, and he said that he wishes.
Is this where like the serial killer writes the letter with all the
No, come on.
I feel like I'm talking to an AI.
Okay, Shark Tank. I get it. Okay, yeah, Shark. I have seen the Kevin O'Leary guy on Shark Tank. I see now. Okay.
I just skipped past like 40 comments to get to Bo. So are we going to continue?
Yeah, we can backtrack and
let's go back to 9:42. Hold on. So let's go back in time, guys. All right. Hold on. Dan's got a World Series ticket that came back from PSA in 6 weeks, door to door. Stuke also vouches for John Mangini. Okay. Oh, and John says he knows it all, and I wonder if he's still watching. That was only 10 minutes ago.
Of course, he's still watching.
He's still
one of those guys that has 3 or 4 things on at one time, all playing sound, and he just chimes in when he needs to. He needs to know all. He's the president.
Got to be on it. Got to be watching. Okay. GameStop terms. Okay. So yeah, we talked. What's that, Neil?
He has people to monitor everything for him. He gets like security briefings every day,
every morning. Get in the war room.
Here's what happened on the content space.
The situation room. Hours. That's right. How are the Cavs doing?
They lost.
Here we go. We have a sports card question. How do we feel about the new Topps basketball product?
Where is it?
953. D-Port Films, who you have up on the
boom. There we go.
Boom, there it is.
Topps basketball product. I like the fact that they printed a lot of it, frankly.
They should. They do that with Topps baseball.
Just
so it's right on par.
Don't turn it off.
It baffles me that people are mad that they printed a lot of Topps flagship.
Just keep printing it. Don't turn it off.
Keyword flagship.
I want to see it at the gas station. I want to see it at the grocery store. I want to see it.
I sent you all that picture of 7-Eleven with a banner outside that's saying they sell Topps, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering. Somebody 7-Eleven competing with everything.
I want to go get some I want Big League Chew, and I want a Topps basketball. I want Topps basketball packs.
I need to find out when they restock Pokemon. Like, I'm gonna come in here and get myself a code Big Red.
Is Pokemon still hot? Can you still buy?
Neo just sold at the top. Apparently,
did you?
Cooled the last about 3 weeks. It came back about 10 to 15%.
I just bought some more last week from what's his face? Oh God,
Dakota?
No, the other guy in our chat. I'm just totally.
All right, so I have a question for you guys.
Filmington.
Oh,
so I have a question for you guys who know more about Pokemon. I mean, a couple months ago in our text message thread, I was making an offer for a case of what was that? Was that Evolving Skies?
Yeah, you should have bought it. It went way up from there.
But I'm just wondering. Okay, no, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what is a sealed case of that selling for now?
I'll look it up. What were you offering on that? I don't even remember.
I thought it was 5.
At the time, the case was worth like 6,200 or 6,600, and I was offering 5 cash to just take it off the guy's hands.
What are they? 10, 11, 12?
Are they that high now?
They're 21 to 2,500 a box.
Market price on TCG players 12,500.
Yeah. God, they went up that much. Wonder if he sold it.
Yeah.
The cheapest one listed is 20K.
And per box, they're like 2,100 to 2,500.
What made that go up so much? And really, that's a big turnover. No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that's a big turnover in a short amount of time.
So individual boxes are 2,500 a pop. So times 6 would be the most current price on that. Sometimes the booster cases, the pricing is a little weird.
I mean, at the end of the day, it would have been nice to buy and resell, but also I was buying it from a friend at work, and it would have kind of been like, man,
Yeah, you're probably looking at about 15.
You could always give him a little tip for running the deal at the table.
I feel like that's a big. I mean, that's 100% increase close to, and I would have to go back in our text thread to see how many months ago that actually was, but
I feel like it was before the National.
It might have been, but still, it's less than a year. It's probably 6 months, though. I mean, that's a really.
I mean, that's the king of Pokemon sets.
In 6 months
of the
modern sets. Yeah,
it's the
king the Otani. It's the Otani of Pokemon sets.
It's the 2018 of everything now in baseball.
It just felt like at the time it was so hot that it was pretty much at its hottest. And it's actually hotter now.
No, the market peaked in like late September. That was probably the top. It's pulled back some, so everyone's making their clickbait. Everything's going to zero.
That's because everybody's holding it, and now people are trying to sell it and are competing against each other. Even with
I had to see at the time the case was like 6,600. I don't know anything about Pokemon to like invest in it for a future sale. Like to me, it was going to be a quick flip. If I can get it off this guy for 5K, I'm going to sell it for 65. Right, or 62, whatever, make a little bit of money. His thing is he didn't have a way to, he couldn't locate really a buyer for it. He didn't want to do the whole eBay thing. I was going to pay him cash, which means it was just going to be cash in his pocket, which was very beneficial. No fees, no nothing. I take it off your hands for $5,000. Yeah, and then I have a little bit of money to do with it, but it wasn't something I was going to put away to see if it doubled in value in a year. So even if I would have gotten it then, it would have been gone by now. But I'm just looking back. I'm just looking at it now. What the value of it is. I mean, it's a good thing for him that he held on to it, because now he has the option to make more money off of it than I would have, because like I said, I would have made my 1,500 and been out, because I don't know Pokemon enough to feel comfortable to hold it long term.
When you start getting to those numbers again, you're finding that people have that cash. If you want cash, they're just not easy to come by.
And that's the thing. I don't necessarily dabble in a lot of things that I don't know a lot about. Do I like to learn more about things? Yeah. Like earlier this year, I started learning a lot about cryptocurrencies. I've been trying to learn a lot more about the stock market, but Pokemon was just something I didn't. Again, it would have felt more like a hobby because it was card related, even though it wasn't a sports.
Yeah, I got guys here with Pokemon. They're just looking for. They're asking people for as many cheap singles as they can get. They're not even looking for big cards. They're just looking for cheap singles. Because
I thought I had heard that Pokemon had fell off a little bit, because I know. Okay, I'm going to refer to the guy as Eddie, because that's his name. Eddie came to me like 2 months later and was like, "Steve, I should have sold that case to you. It's gone down in value." I could have swore he said that to me, and I'm like, "Oh," I said, "Yeah, I guess you should have." I said, "I guess I would have been the one holding it," but apparently not. Maybe I'll call him up right now, guys. See if we can get the deal done on live stream.
Exactly. How much cash we got to
be like? You want to just text him back? Be like, "Hey, I kind of forgot about this. You wanted what, 6K for this? Is that right?"
Exactly. He probably hasn't looked it back up.
Appreciate it, David. Nope, same old thing. Yeah,
he's had it so long that he's decided to not sell it, even though he said he kind of needed the money. He said, "I just don't want to sell it because I've had it so long, put away in my closet, and I'm a Pokemon fan." that it would hurt me to sell it, basically. So to him, it wasn't even necessarily.
Now he could buy a Honda Civic with it.
Yeah, say it's 15,000. It might not hurt so bad now.
For David here, I went to Great Clips this last time because I just needed a haircut. And when you go to Great Clips, you get a different cut every single time. And the lady literally didn't take anything off the top at all. So she just like went right down the sides and everything and didn't take anything off the top. So it looks like I've got a lot of volume, but really the top just hasn't been cut in like 2 months.
When does the Great Clips?
Yeah, they missed the top of mine last time I went to the barber too. They missed it. Hey guys, this is my new whiteboard for my YouTube video.
There you go. That'd be hilarious.
What are you dressed up as powder for Halloween tonight or something?
The King,
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester. Pick yourself up a
when's
float
the Great
on
Clip
Amazon.
ad reads start?
What's that?
I said, when do the Great Clips ad reads start?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know if I really believe in the product. It's so
I had you use it. So
so here's what it was. I needed a haircut really bad, and then we also got like a $9.99 haircut coupon in the mail, and I'm like, well, hell, it's a $10 haircut. I'll $17 with the tip or whatever. I'll go ahead and just go knock it out.
Get what you
With
pay
Great
for.
Great Clips, you just walk in, like basically like check in, walk in, get a haircut. You just don't know what you're gonna get, but sometimes you're desperate, like I was. It happened.
Yeah,
I'll go back to my lady.
It's like buying into a break.
That's right. It's the equivalent of buying into a break. You just don't know. You never know what you're going to get, and it's usually bad.
That's my super.
I saw Magic Spoon
9 times out of 10
in the grocery store.
9 times out of 10, you get a haircut.
Are you still doing that, Dustin? Are you still doing the cereal?
I haven't heard back from Magic Spoon if we're going to keep going. So I'm still.
You got dropped already?
I just want to know what we're talking about right now.
It was a 2-month deal. 2-month deal. So it wasn't like it was.
You should have done an episode while you ate the food and did the
So what
episode.
happens? So what happens when you get on there with like Post or Kellogg's and you like pitching General Mills? You're like pitching Captain Crunch at everybody.
I mean, if they didn't renew you, that basically
you can't flip flop on your cereals, man.
I haven't. Be patient. I haven't heard back from them yet. No, Magic.
I
like the high protein Magic Spoon cereal. I wouldn't do like a sugary cereal. I wouldn't
What's
do
it
it.
taste like?
saw Campbell's just came out with a series of Pokemon characters on the soup that people are buying up.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the characters were created by the soup company, or
No, like one will have a Pokemon Pikachu on it, the other one have a Charizard on
you
it.
mean they're buying up the cans? You mean?
Yeah, because they want the set.
Like back when you used to put like sports figures on like Coke bottles and stuff?
Yeah. Yep.
You mean like back when they used to put baseball players on tobacco products? That's ridiculous. Stuff will never be worth anything.
There it is. SCD 15. Just you SCD. Those are the codes. Whenever you're buying anything at all, just punch in SCD or SCD 10 25. It's like that real Retail Me Not website. Just keep plugging them in and you might get a discount. You never know. I like Magic Spoon. I like the product. I do. I know some people don't like it. I think it tastes good. Like some people don't like it, don't like the taste. That's fine. But yeah, I thought it was good.
What was the cereal back in the day? That was like,
Pump it. Trying to get that re-sign.
Here you go.
Let's go. Let's go. Well, it's either so the agency called up with either Magic Spoon or a Healthy Vape company. So it was a pretty easy decision between the two. I went with
The agency.
no help
Listen
with
to this guy.
yeah,
1977 Burger King Star Wars glasses.
You mean an agency didn't call you for the penny sleever?
No.
When are you going to start
I
throwing
have
penny
my
sleevers?
Burger King glass too, Steve, but I still drink out of it.
What am I gonna Dustin?
When are we going to get a penny sleeve readout? Do you want to do it now or should we wait?
No, I got one for tomorrow's video. So
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
Can't cross streams, Dustin.
I got them sitting here right on my desk.
There you go. There's Neo. There's Neo's pump.
Hey, where's you guys' link to like pro molds? Anybody got?
We're in. I'm in active negotiations with ComC, so we'll see what happens there.
I thought you were already with ComC.
What do you mean?
Deal's up.
Oh, the deal's
Oh,
up.
I thought you already renewed it.
Y'all sound like a bunch of sports stars, like renewing your contracts. You're gonna be traded. Dustin's gonna get traded from Magic Spoon to General Mills.
Tricks. This month it's Tricks.
Like the
Apple
market.
is reporting tomorrow, so I don't see your crash. Man, Bo, they're just the whole conversation in the chat is Bo versus everybody on everything's going to crash, and everyone else is like, no, it's not.
I think eBay reports tonight or
Hey,
tomorrow.
here's the one thing everybody knows. It's nothing new about the stock market. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. You just ride the
Palantir
waves.
goes up, goes up, goes up. So Palantir does.
Unless you're retiring next week, you really don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, right.
What's a flow BJ? I need to look into that. What
You don't know what a Flowbee is?
No, what is that?
Yeah.
Come on, you
It's
grew
like
up at the
you
same
stick
time
the
the rest
little,
of us did.
You stick like the vacuum hose on top
Yeah,
of the.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
one
a
of those
vacuum.
deals. Oh,
Yeah, it sucks your hair up, and you would choose the different
Oh my
length.
god, that reminds
you
me of
cut
the
your own
spray
hair.
paint. The spray paint to fill in your hair, like the bald spot
yeah.
here.
Or the
Oh, yeah.
powder.
You got the spray
The
paint.
powder too.
My god,
LeBron needs that for his bald spot.
Bo going at it.
And going back to the tops, the product I think is
My
cool.
favorite
We have
one.
a lot of it. It's fun.
The
Yeah, I think it's
Titanic
perfect
didn't
for
sink in a
flagship.
minute. It took time. It took time to sink.
No one here heard a word you said, Ham.
Go ahead,
Took
Ham.
time
Sorry.
to build.
No,
It
just
took
talking
time
about
to
the top
build,
product
too.
and for flagship with the
Um,
basketball. I think they did a good job.
Have you opened any of it?
No,
I
I ended up.
just
I
saw
tried
a
to buy a
comment.
jumbo box, and they charged my account that day, and then they refunded my money the next day. So
Here's
I
what's
didn't get it.
hard. God damn it. So
I'm
I
not
just
gonna
saw a
pay.
comment
Hobbies
from
were good
Ziggy,
if
and I'm
you-
trying to see what it's in reference to.
If you got in at retail price, hobbies and jumbos were good. I would not pay $400 for a jumbo box because that's what
No.
they're going for now.
And I'd only open a jumbo, or if I come across a mega
Okay,
box
so-
at retail, I'll do that because those have really good odds actually, compared to a lot of the other product. I don't know if you'll ever watch Striker's videos when he does the odds comparison. Since Topps puts on all the odds on the packs, he actually does a spreadsheet per product on what's the most or the highest hit probability per product. And actually, a retail mega box is one of the highest percents for hitting.
That comment got up there twice. Hey Neo. Oh wait, come from 2 accounts, so it must be. Oh no, one came on Dustin's, one came on you guys'. One of them came from my live stream. The other one came from somebody else's. But it's the same comment. It says, "What's Neo keeping from us this week, guys?" It says he's a sneaky snake. What are you keeping from us, Neo?
What secret interview do I have after this
Yeah,
for breaking news tomorrow?
Neo's interviewing PSA. Somebody at PSA.
Tell me, what's the secret to keeping the show fresh?
Dustin should
Yeah,
have all
yeah,
the
which isn't going to bother us right now. They're just dropping some stuff off, and they'll fly around us.
Dustin should have all the PSA secrets. He's the paid shill.
I know a couple of things.
He's chill.
I was hoping
But-
Topps would make a Topps Now 3i Atlas card. I would have bought that.
Did they make it tops now of the Shohei Ohtani performance?
Non-stop.
The home runs and
Oh, he ties his
I figured
shoes. They
that-
make a card.
Yeah, they printed about 250,000 of those.
yeah. I figured
What's
it.
the World Series score?
3-1, I think.
Who's winning the match, Pop?
3-1. 3-1 Blue Jays.
If you know the
Go Jays.
reference.
Go Jays.
Let's go.
Vladdy's
Jays.
been
What's the
looking good.
series?
I mean, it's
What's
taken
the
Vladdy
series
what,
at right now?
8 years to finally
It's
start
2-2, right?
playing.
This is game
Yeah,
5. Come on, Jays.
I feel like they're playing the games fast this year. Have they had downtime in between the games?
They had a travel day on Sunday. MLB doesn't mess around. It's unless there's a travel day, they just keep going.
Yeah, I guess so. I just felt like it was like I was seeing game 3 in like no time. I was like, what? We're in game 3 already?
Yeah, we got MW and TW, but I think these might be the same person. There's a snake emoji on both.
It's gotta be the same, but they're one of them came from my channel because it's paper clipped.
Bo,
What
just
did
lighted it
YouTube
up.
change that everyone's names look like weird?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh man, MW coming in hot. Neo always seems chairman of the board.
He just watches over us.
Spelling. Look, just because he's watching the Cavs game in the background doesn't mean he's bored. He's just
Oh, I have the
multitasking.
one.
Cavs game's over though.
He's multitasking.
Yeah.
He's got to research tomorrow's video.
He's too
Already recorded
intellectually
and done.
superior.
It's already recorded tomorrow's video.
And I already have my research done for Friday's video.
Bang.
It doesn't take me 8 hours to edit a video like Professor Sports Cards.
Did you put WWE?
Yeah, I don't know why that
in it?
takes him that long to do the editing because it's not as difficult as he's making it sound.
Shots
No,
fired
I
at
have
the
no
professor.
WWE clips in my video, so it's
If
gonna
you
be
don't
bad
have-
content.
You guys are going to find yourself the subject of someone's video if you don't stop it.
That's all right. He gives a phone number for me to call in and a link. so I can go.
We
in
should
when I
leave
need
a voice. Can we leave a joint voicemail? Because he's got the voicemail. I actually like that idea. That's kind of a funny idea where you leave the voicemail and then
Yours would just be all Ziggy calling.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good comment there, David Chase. Ham, what happened to your Castle Grayskull?
It's back there. Y'all haven't
He hit
seen my newest edition. I took
Oh no,
Ham
Ham is the biter of the group. He had my Castle Grayskull. Now he's got Dustin's Alf.
Hey, the Castle Grayskull. I've
Oh,
had
you have
since-
an Alf back there? You have an Alf back there? Are you
He
serious?
just picked it up and showed everybody.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm looking
Look.
at on the Hakes auction.
there's an Alf.
Shout out to oh my God, Ham, you're such a copier.
I was at a yard sale last week,
This is-
and it was
This is how I'm
$5.
gonna
Why
trump.
would I
This is how
walk
I'm gonna
away from
trump
an
you
Alf
guys.
for $5?
uh-oh.
This is how I'm gonna trump you guys with the sealed Castle Grayskull that I'm gonna win from Hakes.
You're not
We
going to
don't
win
do
that. You know
that.
what that sells for? What
That's
grade
an
is
empty
that?
box.
This
That's an empty box.
Dustin's is a Hicks sponsor though. He's probably got like 20K in
Dustin's
credit.
gonna have an
you
empty
say-
box
You
on.
get 50% off.
You're gonna have an empty box on yourself and say, "Everybody, check out my sealed Castle Grayskull."
Yeah, you store credit.
You guys are just hating. You're gonna.
I know we're hating. I don't have.
You're
store
gonna
credit.
love
I do it.
this. Check it out. And it's AF or it's CAS graded.
To 75.
What's
Okay.
the
what was
what's
that
the
last
current
one
price
that sold?
for
That
it?
was like a
But
90.
you can't play with it. That's not even cool. You can't.
What's
I'm not
the current
dude.
price, Dustin?
It's a
That's the thing.
freaking. It's a
All
piece
our
of
stuff that's
history. I don't want
cool.
to play with it.
You can't play with it anymore.
It's starting bid at $1,000. No bids currently. Value value code between 2 and 5.
Hey, you buy that Castle Grayskull. Next time I come over, I'm opening that.
You
bad boy.
It's sealed plastic.
You'll come up to there, and I'll
You give
have
me
it all set up on the
$2,000.
floor. Like, Dustin, let's play some Masters of the Universe.
I just go into my office and there's all my shit is everywhere, and Steve is going through it.
2 to 5K for that seems like reasonable. I thought it would be a lot more.
Hey,
Honestly.
check out Hakes. Check out Hakes. Shout out. All right.
Really?
Ziggy, he's okay. There's nothing special going on there.
Ham's frozen.
Nobody-
Ham's got a
nobody's done
He-Man
anything
shirt
negative
on,
out.
by the way. He does have a He-Man shirt on, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you also have a Castle Grayskull, or is he kidding? Back
No,
there,
I have
Ham?
one. I have right back there with the Millennium Falcon.
had
Do you
it
not
last
watch your own
week.
show?
Last week, I
Yeah,
was
we
accusing
had
him
a
of
whole
copying
20-minute
my-
discussion about
Oh
this.
my
online.
God.
I usually just look at myself. I don't worry about what you guys are
I'm
got one
watching
of them.
basketball, and
Man,
I
you
still
gotta stop eating that
follow
magic
what-
spoon,
what
man. It's
happened.
killing your brain cells.
I need more Magic Spoon. That's the problem.
Obvious.
Oh,
You say need to take
that's
some
how you
knack
get
is
through
what
the
you need
live
to do.
stream.
That's right.
Magic mushroom.
Ben makes a good point. We need another grading video from the professor. We need another content grade video. That was fun.
I don't believe in
Activate.
the professor's grade. I'm waiting for AI grading from Tag.
Hammer, yeah, Neo is still boycotting his grade. I didn't get a grade. I didn't even make the list. So, like I said, I'm off. The
I got a
chart.
C. Dustin got like a D or an F or
I
something.
got a D. Yeah. That's tough.
C's get
He
degrees.
didn't grade anybody that didn't need to be graded.
Yeah, right.
So we're good. We're
You
clear.
actually have to post content to get graded, Steve.
We're not popular enough.
You
You got to talk about the
Yeah,
popular
but
people.
you go into hibernation after the national. You hibernate and don't make a video for 6
Hey,
don't
I
post
told you guys
videos.
earlier why. Should I do videos on my portfolio and crypto investing? No, that's not my thing.
Just
Why
do
not? It's your
vlogs
channel.
about
You do
walking
it-
around
But it's
Delaware
still
with
flipping
Daisy.
Steve. You're still
I
flipping.
also just closed out on a big estate for my mom when my stepdad passed away.
You went to New York
last
Comic
week,
Con. You
so
didn't make
that's
any
all done.
content on that.
I did. Oh, well, I shot the content. I didn't put it out. See,
You
what's
got to post
happening?
videos so you can write the trip off.
Look,
Come on.
I'm saving all of these clips that I've been doing, just various things. So Comic-Con, I got footage, but I didn't get enough to really do a full video. I also got a couple cards that I have bought and received in the mail, but not enough to do an entire video. So when I do my first video in a while, it's going to be a montage of everything that I've been doing since the National.
We're
Steve's
going to be
living
like
in
a
the
It's
big-
gonna be like-
flashback.
It's going to be like when a new season of your favorite show comes out and they get you up to speed on everything, right? To say, what happened what happened in
It's the intro of the
right?
show.
And then all of a sudden we're all caught up, we're all up to speed, and then here we go, flipping Steve again. And
You gotta make
Daisy
the
too.
content so you can write the
Damn.
trip off. You're doing it
MG
wrong.
coming at me hard. It's like the 40-year-old virgin kept all the toys in the box. No, it's sad is I opened them all, but now I'm buying them back in the box. I actually don't own any.
Yeah, the
any
40-year-old
sealed graded
40-year-old
stuff yet.
version guy is the guy that's rich as hell now.
Exactly. Steve's load managing.
That's right.
First to get put in timeout on Professor. Oh, okay. The card deal got put in timeout.
What'd you do? There's a timeout. You had the dunce cap. You had to go sit in the
You
corner.
had to say something so bad to him that it upset him to do that.
You, the corner now.
Or he just wanted to test out the button.
So yeah,
I'm surprised he figured out how to do that. He usually struggles with like YouTube stuff.
Well, didn't Dustin teach him how to do the clips?
Oh yeah, he didn't know that you could add clips in there on the live
also
stream.
probably doesn't know there's a quicker way to edit his videos. Nothing.
You're gonna be on his list, Ham. He's usually likes you.
Oh,
that's attention.
How come you haven't been on the Professor show yet? How come you didn't call in yet, Ham? Have you been on it yet?
No, not yet. Just in the chat. I usually control the chat.
Control the chat.
You control everybody's chat. You got to
go in and kind of ruffle up some feathers if I need to and roll along.
Ziggy asked if we could be paid. Could be a paid sponsor for any company. What company would it be and why? I guess any means we can go outside of the.
I wouldn't want it to be sports card related.
Outside of the sports card thing.
Because I wouldn't want to have influence on
that's
something.
a tough
and not
question.
be able to talk about it.
Because there's lots of platforms, lots of things that I use in my everyday life that aren't hobby or sports card related.
And I think things like the penny sleeve is a perfect example, something you could do in the hobby and not really get crap for, because they're just giving us things that we use to protect our cards basic at a level. They're not grading a card. There's no conflict of interest within the hobby itself. People
stretch on a lot of things, Ham. Trust me, they'll find a reason to hate you for whatever the
correct.
Thing is.
But I've yet to see anybody yell at anybody for having the penny sleever, or for the most part.
I caught some strays. I caught some strays for sure.
Yeah, are they people that just don't like you and just want to say something bad to you? Though?
Wow, I mean,
that's different than picking on, hey, why are you pitching ComC when maybe they've done this, and this to me or something? You know what I mean? That's the type of crap that happens. But like, where's a safe space in the hobby for a product that somebody sells that you can pitch?
Supplies is about the only.
Correct.
And like cases, like no one's gonna get mad if you have a Zion sponsorship.
Yeah, and those are just opinion stuff too. That has nothing to do with like that control something or can manipulate something potentially, or have a shortfalling and then you can't talk about it.
Basically, anything that's a marketplace, a grading company, or a manufacturer of cards, you're gonna catch hell.
Yeah,
and that's why you just take all of them, because if you're gonna catch hell anyway. May as well just take them all.
If I didn't take, I will say no.
Repacks is like the ultimate sin.
We didn't take because I know Neo I think he has, but I've heard from Arena Club and Courtyard. I'm sure that he has too. So, but we haven't taken those as of yet. I say that. Watch, Neo took it like last night.
Yeah. Tomorrow debut sponsorship.
If I was to answer this question within the hobby, because it's too broad to just think of something in my random everyday life that I would want to be sponsored by.
I can't think of
it. There's just so much, so many things that I use. But within the hobby,
be like Chick-fil-A or something like that, like somewhere.
Yeah, for me right now within the hobby, it would probably be Zion cases, and that's because I wear my Zion, my little satchel or whatever, like every day, and I don't use it for the hobby. Like it's actually a useful item. Like if I'm wearing like gym shorts or sweatpants, I'm going to the gym, or if I'm going to the beach or something like that, I put my wallet and my keys and like my earbuds in that thing. And it does, because when you wear sweatpants, you put your wallet and cell phone in there, your pockets are all bulging out and stuff. A lot of times you don't even have pockets.
For sure.
But like I use that thing for everything. I even took it to Machu Picchu in Peru when I hiked through the mountains to carry little things in, like like chapstick or just any like little thing that I might need on the go. It's just been super convenient, and it just happens to be brand. I guess you could go any side pouch like that, but I just happen to use one that was given to me by Zion Cases, and they've been and they've been generous to my giveaway as well. Never asked anything from me, and have always donated to my giveaway every year without me even. I guess they're passively getting something right now, but never have asked me to speak about their products.
Let's see who's got balls. Come join Big Brian on the debate stage. Who's up? I'm ready.
Gray sweatpants.
We were asked for a Brian Gray quote, and then I tried to turn it off and it didn't work. So there you go. Oh, since Ben Burrows is in the chat.
Join my crew. You take the card and put it in the sleeve. You take the card and put it in the sleeve.
There you go, Ben. I know that you love that clip.
You like to redo that clip that's just zoomed in on his face.
I need to work on that one. Yeah.
I played Jeff Wilson.
If you spent 8 hours a day editing
Yeah, like
your YouTube
3 guys
videos,
out.
you would have that ready to go.
God,
I think Jeff Wilson's like he didn't pay attention to his fantasy team this week. He had like
He was
3
too busy
guys
writing
out.
checks for upcharges.
No, was that who? That's not who I beat this week. I beat him last week, and I guess I took his heart, and he's probably.
He gave up.
I didn't
like
think he was
that.
going to set his lineup against me, but I didn't think he was. But he did set his lineup at the last minute. It didn't do him any good. I still,
Roth did
Yeah,
the same thing for me. I thought he was going to forget because Roth
He
and I
might
were
as well just left him. He might as well just left him out, and then the way he would have had an excuse.
we were both 2 and
A beat
6,
down
so I
right
thought
on
that
him.
Roth would not. Like, I was like, okay, he's got 3 on bye that he hasn't touched, and this is like Saturday. So I'm like, maybe he'll just like let me win this one. And then he puts in like his bench, and he was like, it was supposed
He
to be like
blew up this week.
Yeah, he went like 150 points or something projected. I'm like, how did you have all these guys on your bench? I don't know. It was crazy.
I think I scored 190 this week in that league. Yeah, it was
Damn.
pretty much. I would have smoked. I probably
Ziggy-
beat multiple
Oh,
people combined.
Ziggy, the problem is that outside companies don't want to sponsor creators in this space. We're too small. The net's just too small.
Unless it's a healthy vape company, then they're it's fair game.
Well, think about it. Outside of Magic Spoon, how many other people have his sponsor
So
that is not
here's-
related?
And
to
Jeff
this
doesn't
card?
even get outside sponsorships. And
Here's the
most
problem though.
show in this.
Too is I get emails that I'm not sure. So they're outside, but I don't know if they're legit or not.
Oh,
So
half
that-
those are so fake. Half
Oh,
those are
yeah.
trying to
Well,
steal
some
every
are-
piece of your identity.
Some are obviously fake, and then
Yeah, some are tricky.
some are like, man, this is like 50-50. I just don't bother with any of them. So
Yeah,
but
I've done quite a few like Google searches on emails that I've gotten, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is a scam.
It's been
Yeah.
the only bad thing about having
I
Daisy
probably
in my
get
videos.
like 3 a day.
When I started putting Daisy in my videos, I started getting all kinds of like Instagram messages of people wanting to sell me stuff for my dog.
And pitching some healthy dog food.
Everything
I like Ben's answer here.
shirts to everything.
Because Big League Chew is nostalgic. If there was some sort of nostalgic, something tied to nostalgia company,
I think that would be cool.
That'd be
It was
cool.
funny. I was at the candy shop today, and they had like 12 different flavors of Big League Chew.
Oh my god, I would love to see Jeff. If Jeff did a Dude Wipes ad read, that would be
Oh shit!
content gold.
I would
for every hobby
100%.
content creator.
I want to do because like that's hilarious. I do Dude Wipes all day. If they called me up, I'd say absolutely to Dude
If
Wipes.
Jeff did one. Do you know how many people would include that clip? And they would get Dude Wipes should pay him a ton. They would get so much bonus exposure because
It'd be so
everyone would meme that.
hilarious. That would be so funny. I would do it just because it'd be funny to do. It'd be fun to do the whole read. People are like, "Oh, you got to do a read." I'm like, "Yeah, I think it's fun. Like I think that would be really fun." Anyway, Brian
Sounds
Gray.
sounds like somebody needs to do a
Good point.
AI collaboration.
The carpet does not match the. Okay. All right. They're coming down hard on Big Bry. Oh, Ben's. I'm assuming that the clip is what he's talking about. Worst experience. Your face kind of told the story there in the video, Ben.
Oh, he's in that video? I never even paid attention.
That's
You
why I
didn't?
played it. He's right
Well,
to the right of Jeff.
Join my crew. You take the card and put it in the sleeve. You take the card and put it in the sleeve.
Yellow shirt, Ben.
Braves hat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Otani. Is this the video tomorrow? Otani's going to 0-6 the last 2 games. Did he give up on baseball?
Well, I mean, he had
That's
probably
not
the
gonna
greatest game
would
ever.
definitely do
for a
Manscaped.
player, but what is that going to buy you next year? I mean, when Spitball, I don't know if y'all watched the Spitball and Cards the whole episode, but they were saying 6 months from now, Judge's numbers are going to be better than Shohei's because when the season starts up again, he's just more of a perennial player because they were talking about people to potentially buy. And with a spike like that with Otani, that could pull other people like a Judge up a little bit behind that as well, because then you're like, oh, well, this guy's selling for this much. It doesn't make sense.
Oh,
The only with Otani is he'll be pitching right from the start of the season next year. He wasn't this year.
But see, Bob, that's why this would be that's why Dude Wipes would be hilarious. It'd be so fun to do those reads. It'd be
Dude
really
wipes?
Dude wipes, Manscaped, another
No,
one.
the dude wipes. I had the
Blue
dude
Chew-
wipes in
Blue
all my
Chews.
national videos.
Which
We
one
can
is
do a
Blue
we can do a
Chew?
him spot.
What's Blue Chew?
It's like
Erectile
like a
dysfunction.
male enhancement.
Oh God, that
Do
would
a
actually be
Hims ad.
fun. That'd be
Yeah,
funny
Hims.
too, actually.
Hims is a great stock.
And I could pitch that. Hey, look, guys, my audience is 40 to 60, 65. That's most of my audience, like with disposable income. Manscaped. Yeah, I would do Manscaped. I think that'd be hilarious. Plus, I assume you probably get free products.
Oh,
Can't beat
100%
that.
you get free product.
I'll get like the lawnmower, or whatever
You're-
they call it. What they call the thing,
you're
like,
gonna show up to like one of the live streams and you'll have like this edged in thing on your beard. And then the next one you'll have this goatee and just talk about all the different ways you cut your hair, your
if
facial hair.
everything goes right, yeah, it'll be
And then
PSA.
how much the old lady
PSA,
likes
dude
the
wipes,
body shave.
Manscaped.
Yep. And all that
Steve, are you
smelling
going?
lotion.
Ziggy asked about shows. Are you going to
see
the
it.
December Philly show, Steve?
I'm not sure. I was going to say, really, the only show that I am pretty much locked and loaded on will be the National so far. Neo and I did meet a couple weeks ago at the New York Comic Con. If you missed that, Ziggy, so Neo and I have met up recently.
We had a 9-hour dinner.
I still don't know about. Well, it's Fanatics Fest in New York again.
Yeah, but it's the same weekend as the World Cup. I was actually funny. I was just
yeah,
looking at
that's
hotels for that earlier today.
But see, for me, even if I just wanted to go for a day, I could catch the train in the morning, go to the show, catch the train home at night.
Fanatics Fest tickets go on sale next week.
I see. I could even do that every day. Actually, it would be cheaper for me to do that every day. It would be cheaper for me to get up, drive an hour to the train station, and then take the train into New York City and come home, sleep, get up the next morning, do it again, than it would be for me to get a hotel room in New York City. Because I can get a round trip train ticket for like $80. I can't get a room in New York City at night
for that weekend.
Or I could just stay in Wilmington, which is right there at the train station in Delaware, for probably $100 a night, and just hop on the train every morning and go to New York. That's actually a thought.
Are Fanatics Fest tickets flippable with the other event going on at that time?
No, I mean they haven't been in the past.
Comic-Con tickets are.
There's gonna be more people from
Comic-Con tickets 100% are. You can get a VIP pass for New York City Comic-Con. You can make a mint.
New York City Comic-Con pass are easily flippable because I had to buy one off the secondary market, so I know what the markup price is that somebody can sell one of those for.
Yeah,
Were they $80 for a day, Neo, for general
do
admission?
Philly in December. I am eyeing that one, but I don't know. I probably won't know till like a week or two before. That'll be last minute if I go.
Well, this time of year, moving through December, shows are going to be really hit or miss.
That December Philly show is always a banger.
Well, that one in Dallas will probably be fine, but like my shows locally, like this past week, they were at least half of what they usually are already.
But aren't your shows are like very regular though, right, Ham?
Yeah, right now we usually have 4 a month, and now we're actually getting to the point where we only have like 2, maybe 1 month we have 3, and then we have one big show left this year at the fairgrounds in the very beginning of December.
Yeah, it's like the Philly show might be once per quarter, if that. You know what I mean? So it's more of a regional
fairground show we have right now is twice a year.
local show. I mean, I have disposable income to buy like a nice card for myself. I don't have any plays that I want to even attempt to make. I haven't sat down and been like, okay, hey, at this point in time, I think that this would be a good buy for me to buy now and move in 3 months. Like I haven't sat and done much of that. It's tough.
What is this? No more Chantilly shows? Is that true? Or is it just
the venue's turning into like an IKEA or something, or an Amazon.
Yeah, they got to move it.
Oh, really? That big
that sucks.
I think they're still
the
planning
Expo
on
Center?
doing one. It's just the location's not known.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to move.
Oh yeah.
All right, boys. Well, we're almost 90 minutes in. Any more topics that we want to hit on before we wrap this thing up? I'm an old man. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Blue Jays are up 5-1.
All right. Come on, Jays. Finish it out. Finish it out.
Finish him. It'll only go to 3-2 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, the Dodgers pitching just looks like it's starting to get a little taxed.
So did they not pitch to Ohtani? Because if I'm the Jays, I just walk him. I don't
think they're
understand.
0 for 3 or something.
But
tonight.
did they pitch to him?
Well, he's 0 for 3.
He's
so
0
you
for
know how
3.
baseball works.
Okay. I don't watch them.
A walk wouldn't count as an
A
at
walk
bat.
wouldn't count. Right. A walk wouldn't count. Yes, thank you. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. I don't watch a lot of baseball.
Neuralize him.
Jesus.
He needs it.
I don't understand why you'd pitch to him. Doesn't make sense.
Because he's going to 0.
I guess they knew. Hey, Ohtani's taking this hobby down to
He peaked
0.
already. He's like Charizard. He already peaked.
You know what I should do? I'm going to Japan. A couple of us said we were going to Japan this year.
Next
Was
year.
it just you, Dustin?
I'm going next year.
I mean, 2026. I mean, within the year. Less within the year.
Yeah.
Wonder what Ohtani cards sell for in Japan. Wonder if we could take Ohtani cards from the U.S. to Japan. Hey, that might be my next play, guys. That sounds like YouTube. That sounds like a good video right there.
I feel like he would be more coveted there than
in
here.
2026.
But yeah, they may be more coveted there, but I'm wondering if they're more accessible there, or just as accessible as they are in the United States.
Are they Japanese?
Or
The Japanese versions. It's if it's
Yeah.
Pokemon, there's a lot more. Like they
he
print
does
the
have-
hell out of Japanese.
He does have Japanese cards from prior to his Major League Baseball playing days, but I'm talking about, Fanatics product, or, like rookies that we see, regular cards that we see bought, sold, traded on eBay, Tops Now products. Like, I'm wondering if just any of that stuff is just openly as available in Japan as it is. Yeah, I get that Japan can use eBay too, but I'm talking about like wax and things like that. Because I've been in card shops in other countries, and it's been different than the United States, and all countries have access to eBay.
Yeah.
Man, I got another. Speaking of Tops Now, I got a banger out of a Tops Now pack this week.
Oh, is that picture you posted?
Yeah, be in my video tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll show you guys after. I don't want to spoil the video because it's only like a 3-minute long video.
Yes, they show us after. Yeah, I mean, Tops Now, it's like sometimes I want to try to get into it, but it's like, do I just want to buy 2 cards? Do I want to buy 10 cards? It's
The more you buy, the more chances you have to
Well,
hit.
Neo, was that you that
No.
hit a card? I'm not going to say what it was because you're probably going to use it for content if it was.
What?
Didn't you post on Instagram a Tops Now card?
Yeah, he's
I
gonna tell us
posted
after
the
show's over.
packing slip that said lucky hit on it. I haven't shown the card yet.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Okay. Oh, well, if you posted on Instagram, I guess we could say.
I posted it's the Ray Ripley Vakur Liar Valkyria card,
Right.
but I haven't posted what the parallel was
Okay.
that I got. I don't even think I told you guys. Did I put it in the text? I don't even
I think you
remember.
told us after the
Right.
show.
Oh, did you put it in a text or did you post it on Instagram?
I posted a picture of the lucky hit slip on Instagram. I never showed the card yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
I just want to
from the
make
one
sure
that
it wasn't
recent,
something
no.
you were trying to keep secret, and I didn't want to.
Yeah, no.
That you
I got
just
a
had in
Tiffany
text
Stratton
form.
one, but that was a while ago.
Agreed.
Tops
It is
Now is
gambling, but the
gambling.
whole sport
Oof.
card market's gambling.
Everything in the hobby is gambling.
Sports cards
Crazy,
professor.
crazy
actually
Kev, I
looked
do
this up
think
here.
Mattingly cards do get a little tiny bump if they do win the World Series.
He wants to have me on to talk about how the casino and gambling knowledge relates to sports cards. Not only is it beneficial for me knowing certain things in the casino, but also the comparison between breaking and casino gambling.
I thought you
But
didn't
I've-
like the professor.
but
Were you
I've-
going to go on there?
But
and
I've
rant
talked
and rave?
about that. Well, I will. I mean, I'm going to go on there and say things that I want to say and need to say, but that doesn't mean I can't have a professional conversation either about other things. But we've talked about that before on a live stream here, so I don't know. Like, I guess he didn't know that I worked in a casino, so I sent him that back on Instagram. He was like, "Oh, so yeah." Isn't he from Vegas, or does he live in
Yeah.
Vegas, or is he in Texas?
He's in Vegas.
Vegas,
Yeah. I think he's from California originally.
Oh, I'm going back Kelly.
MW swears that Neo withholding information from us jumps.
He's not withholding it. He puts it in text message, and then we have to withhold it for him. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't in text message, because if it's already on Instagram, he's already told people.
I know all sorts of things.
Oh, we know. We're reminded every day.
He doesn't tell us when we're complaining about eBay, and he's completely defending eBay with not even a legitimate defense. And then to find out the defense was because you're having someone from eBay on your channel in an interview the next day. then it all made sense. No wonder Neo was so adamant about being on eBay's side when it came to the die cut Bryce Young.
Nobody perks up more than Neo when a PSA rep comes by. Neo, that boy at the National, holy shit, dude. You were like gone. Like, where did Neo go? Oh, he's over there with so-and-so or whatever. It's like, all right, bro. Well, we'll see you later. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a friendly guy. What do you want?
I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. We're 90 minutes in. So I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap it. We'll be back in 2 weeks, friends. And we will, what is that? Mid-November. Man, time flies. It's almost the end of the year.
Happy Halloween.
Maybe
Yeah,
Steve will have a
Halloween.
video out between now and the next show, but I doubt
No
it.
shot.
So we'll leave it at that. All right, guys.
What are the odds?
I might have one. Hold your breath.
We'll see you next time.
See you later, guys.
See ya.